Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. Quick shout out to Hot Topics makeup brand Blackheart for their Mermaid Tales palette, like eyeshadow palette, because that's what's bringing you this awesome eyeshadow look today that I am super proud of. Anyways, now that all of that is out of the way, today, if you couldn't tell from the title's down here, not up there. I don't know what I'm doing. I remember a really long time ago on YouTube, it used to be above, but now it's below. So anyways, I'm sorry. I don't know why my brain's going like this today. I think it's the weather because it's finally stopped raining. Because it's been raining here at home and it's been raining up in Oklahoma in my apartment and it's finally not raining today. And so yeah. Anyway, so today's video, I'm just going to kind of tell you all of my unfinished series because I have noticed over the last couple of years that I am absolutely awful when it comes to finishing series. Like any series, particularly trilogies, I will read the first 2 books and then not read the final book, and I don't know why. So I'm making this video in hopes that it will get me motivated to like finish some series and whatnot. So there's probably gonna be quite a bit. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard by Rick Riordan. I know the 3rd book is coming out in October, and that's cool. I'm gonna read it as soon as it comes out, but again, it's still unfinished since we actually have a publication date for the 3rd book coming out. Trials by Apollo, also by Rick Riordan. I know you're like, Kristen, the series is still ongoing. Yes, but the 2nd book came out in May, and I still haven't read it. It's sitting on my bookshelf, and it's going to be my next read after I finish the series I'm currently reading, which I'm about to show you. The Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. By the time this video goes up, I probably will have completed this series, but as of right now, and the present time that I am filming this, I am not finished. I have less than 100 pages left in Half-Blood Prince, and then I have to finish Deathly Hallows. The Song of Fire and Ice by George R.R. Martin. This series I'm actually currently reading. I'm like not even halfway through Game of Thrones, but still it's an unfinished series, even though I've been reading this book since like May and I've made hardly any progress. The Virals series, I think is what it's called. I don't really know the actual name of the series, by Kathy and Brennan Reaches. This one is going to come as kind of a shock, but The Twilight Saga by Stephenie Meyer. I know I say that I really love Twilight and it's one of my favorite books. I don't know if I would like it as much now if I reread it now at the age of 20 instead of back when I was like 12 when I first read the book. But I've only read Twilight and New Moon, and I got like 130 pages into Eclipse and I couldn't deal with Edward or Bella anymore, so I put it down and have never touched it again. The Goddesses series by Amy Carter. Oh god, there's so many of these. The Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. Another series that I continually say is one of my favorite series. I have read the first 6 books, I believe. I have 2 more and I will have finished the series, which I own both of them. I've been meaning to get to them, so I don't understand why I haven't read them. Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. I have only read the first book, and I'm pretty sure I own the next 2. The graphic novel Saga by Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan. I have read the first 6 volumes. The 7th volume just came out this summer, and I haven't read it yet. The White Rabbit Chronicles by Jenna Showalter. This one, I believe, I originally read this. I marathoned this whole series, and originally it said it was a trilogy, but then last year the 4th book came out, which I own, so I just need to read it, and hopefully I think that's the last book in the series. The Missing series by Margaret Peterson Haddix. I have read the first 3 books of this series, and I own up to book 5. I think there's 7 books in total. The Twile trilogy by Amanda Hocking, I believe. I own all 3 of these books, but I've only read the first one. The Morganville Vampires by Rachel Kane. This is a bind-up of the first 2 novels. I've also read the bind-up, I believe, of 3 and 4. The Sailor Moon manga, however you say it. The Immortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. These are falling out of my arms. I have read all the way up to City of Lost Souls, and then I bought City of Heavenly Fire as soon as it came out because, you know, everybody was throwing hype, but like I still haven't read City of Heavenly Fire yet because I haven't read The Infernal Devices yet, and everybody says that they intertwine in this book and there's spoilers in this book for the Infernal Devices series, so I'm like, I can't read this until I read Infernal Devices, and it's honestly tearing me apart because now everybody is out reading Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows, and I'm like, I can't read anything because I still haven't read the Infernal Devices, and it's really screwed me over. And you know, it's my plan though, this year I'm gonna read it, and then I do a reread / finish of a series I've already read. And so for this year it is the Mortal Instruments, so I'm gonna like basically marathon all of Cassandra Clare's books from like November of this year until whenever I finish, because I've got the Infernal Devices, I have the Mortal Instruments, I have the Dark Artifices, and then I own one of the bind-ups of novellas. I own the Bane Chronicles, so I gotta read that, and then I need to get my hands on Tales from Shadowhunter Academy because it's all in freaking Simon's point of view, which is like honestly one of my favorite characters towards the end. I hated him so much in the beginning of the series, but he's one of my favorite characters. And then there's another book coming out next year, I think, and it's part of a new series, and I just can't keep up, and I want to cry because I'm so far behind everybody because I didn't read the freaking Infernal Devices when I totally should have. Kissed by an Angel series by Elizabeth Chandler. I have the bind-up of the first 3 novels, which originally I thought it was a trilogy, but I guess she wrote more because there's a couple more books, and I believe I own the next 2 books after these 3. This is called the Gemma Doyle trilogy. It's by Libba Bray. I think that's what I've seen it called, but I'm not quite sure. But I've read the first book, A Great and Terrible Beauty, and I loved it so much, and then I went ahead and bought the next 2 books, and I still have not touched them. The Prophecy of the Sisters trilogy by Michelle Zink. I have read the first book, and I really, really liked it. And then I bought the second book and never touched it. The Vampire Kisses series by Ellen Schreiber. This series, I loved it so much in middle school, and I read up to like, I think book 6, and I think there's like 8 books in the series. Alright guys, so that is it for all of my unfinished series. There's quite a few, although I feel like there's a lot more that I'm like not thinking of, but I literally just looked through my entire bookshelves here, and so I don't know, because like there's a lot of series on here, but they're series I haven't started yet. I can't count them as unfinished. So anyways, hopefully I can plow through some of these series and get them finished, because a lot of them I'm close to finishing. Like I only have 1 or 2 books left, and I'm like, why haven't I just finished it? I don't know. It's not like that I don't want the story to end. It's the I got distracted by other books and I forgot about these books I was reading. So hopefully in the near future I can get these finished, and then I can do like an updated version. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so anyways, I need to stop rambling. My brain is just like not on track today, and I'm like, but I really wanted to film because the weather's nice and there's actually sunshine and not rain clouds, but like, I don't know, I really just want to go sit down and finish reading Harry Potter right now. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Let me know down in the comments if you haven't finished any of these other series, any series that you haven't finished, and all that jazz. We'll talk it down in the comments. All my social media links are down below if you want to friend me or follow me or whatever, so just totally cool with me. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!